I've got one for you.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Statins are terrible for you, right?
Yes.
But if your ApoB is high and you've
Uh-huh.
tried niacin, which is kind of like the natural way to attempt to lower it, but your histamine
Uh-huh.
went berserk,
Uh-huh.
what are some other options to try to get that ApoB down if you are eating and exercising the way that you're supposed to?
And so the question was, how do we lower ApoB if niacin flushes are large enough that they're not allowing you to function in your day to day? So that's a good question. And one thing you can do, if we look at the lifestyle things first, is nutrition, of course, is one way to improve your cholesterol levels overall and your ApoB specifically. And for people who aren't aware, ApoB is a way that the different cholesterol particles are tagged to mark them as atherogenic or atherosclerotic. And so whether it's an LDL particle or an LPA or the different kinds, if there's an ApoB tag, that one increases risk of cardiovascular disease. So we want to have your ApoB level low, okay, or optimal. And so niacin is a great natural substance that lowers it. But again, niacin has the side effect of flushing, which is benign, other than the discomfort you experience while you are flushing. But for some people, that can be uncomfortable enough that it's not worth it. So nutrition is a way to lower the cholesterol and lower the ApoB overall, and a Mediterranean diet or a paleo diet, those sorts of diets are a good way to help with that. Exercise helps lower ApoB. Specifically, the zone 2 aerobic type has been shown to be beneficial in lowering ApoB levels. And so that is a exercising at a heart rate that is 60 to 70% of your max heart rate. And so that typically looks like you could carry a conversation while doing the exercise. It might not be as smooth as it needs to be because you're having to breathe a little bit, but you could still talk, right? Whereas if you can't exercise and talk at the same time, that's higher than zone two. So walking, swimming, biking, weightlifting, stair stepping, whatever you're doing, if you can still carry on a conversation, that's probably zone two. Zone two is helpful in lowering ApoB. Zone two is also the form of exercise, the only form of exercise that has been found to have no diminishing returns in terms of for how much you can do. So there are diminishing returns when you pass a certain point of weightlifting per week. There are diminishing returns when you pass a certain point of high intensity interval training per week. Research has found no diminishing returns for any level of zone two. So that's the exercise piece. Three, mental health / stress levels. Okay. There's papers showing that stress can increase cholesterol levels 40%. And so we all give lip service to the importance of lowering stress and handling our stress, but a lot of us don't put enough behavioral change behind that. And so if being stressed out can raise our cholesterol 40%, then no amount of niacin or nutrition is going to lower our cholesterol enough if we're staying in that bad relationship or in that job we hate or in that trauma or injury or whatever it is. So we have to not just talk about lowering stress, but actually take the actions to do that, and that can be a significant contributor to lower cholesterol. We want to think about thyroid health because hypothyroidism increases cholesterol. So if you have low thyroid function, that's going to result in increased cholesterol, and your doctor will give you a statin drug to lower your cholesterol, but leave the thyroid dysfunction there, and you're not actually addressing the cause. So if there's thyroid dysfunction, promoting healthy thyroid can lower cholesterol for you. Sleep is very important. Okay, we talk about sleep and inflammation, and if we are not rested and sleeping at the right time, the right quality and the right quantity, that promotes inflammation. I've made multiple videos on the channel on this. One paper, actually many papers have found that just one night of 5 hours of sleep or less increases your inflammation, increases your C-reactive protein levels and other blood markers, blunts your insulin sensitivity, makes you worse at fighting viruses. Sleep is key. So the more inflamed you are, that promotes increased cholesterol. And then we could say also toxic exposures can promote increased cholesterol. And so, our fat is used to sequester toxins. And so if that's heavy metals or that's biotoxins like molds and things like that, those can increase cholesterol levels because cholesterol is used by the, especially LDL, is used by the innate immune system to help clear pathogens and infections and foreign products. So again, looking for things that are inflaming you, kind of that might not be, that might be deeper than the surface level considerations could be contributing. Another strategy you can try is a different supplement than niacin, and probably the second option to try if niacin isn't working for you is called bergamot. So bergamot can help lower cholesterol and lower ApoB in a mechanism different than niacin. And so if the niacin flushing is too much, you can try bergamot. And I've done this with multiple patients in the past as well.